Hey everyone, I am back. This is a special YouTube little clip. I don't know if you guys watched, obviously you did because this is BB, this is the title. But okay, so I watched the series of BB Canada, Big Brother Canada. I watched it like on YouTube, this channel. I'll put the link below but or the name of the guy, but I watched Big Brother Canada. It was their first season. They started like mid-February and they just had their season finale on May 2nd. And I watched the whole week, the whole season in like a week. And it was pretty good. Like I'm not really a fan of Canada anymore because I don't admire their gameplay. I don't admire really anything, but I don't know. Like I wasn't a fan of it at first, and I kind of got hooked into it. Like I really like Gary, I really like Peter. I liked Topaz up to a certain point. I liked I think that's basically I liked Suzette, even though she went home early, and I liked Danielle. They kind of were home really early, but I liked them. And I felt like they were good players to have in the house, even though Danielle was 20, but I guess Canada's rules were different. But it was a pretty okay season. Like, they had a lot of twists for, in the house, like for one season. Normally, like Big Brother USA, like they have like one or two main twists, but like they're coming. Like they'll have double eviction or like some special power, or like some old people come back in the house. Like it'll be something like that, but it won't be like someone gets taken off the block, someone comes back in the house, someone gets this and this, and it's it was kind of a lot for one season, I would say, but it was a pretty good season. Like BB Canada was pretty nice, and their house was amazing, and the furniture, like that house was really nice. I would I had to tell my sister to watch it because I was like, this house is amazing. Like it's almost better than USA's. Like besides the fact that they don't really have like outside sunlight, but I don't know. I've never actually seen the sunlight for USA, but I think they do have sun, or they can like open up a thing or something. I don't know. But BB Canada overall was a pretty good season. I just want to talk about real quick. So okay, so Gary gets evicted from the house, and he's in the jury. So he's not in the real world. He doesn't get to that temptation of like the outside world and all that extra knowing what happens and what people said about behind his back. But Gary gets evicted. And he's in the jury. He's like the second jury member, and he's there for like three. He's there to where to the point where four jury members are in the house. It was AJ himself, Alec, and Topaz, and Gary gets Canada votes him back in. It's not like it was his choice to go back in. I mean, of course, who wouldn't want to go back in the house, but Canada voted him back in, and the house took that as like that's when Peter got voted out, and Peter was mad, but the house took that as like, oh, nobody should get a second chance, but at the same time, it wasn't his fault. Like Canada, they made that a thing option, and it's not like he got the option of going back in the house. I mean, I would take it, but it's like who wouldn't take that go back in the house, like the second chance to go back in the house? So I mean, he goes back in the house and he survives until the top two. He actually wins the final HOH, and I'm in my head I'm thinking don't take Emmett because in my opinion Emmett would win over Gary. Emmett would have won over Gary if he would have brought Emmett. So he was smart by picking Jillian. Like he didn't do anything wrong by picking Jillian, and Emmett was mad at him. But at the same time, he was playing everybody. Like he was making final two deals with everyone. So um, I think Emmett played a pretty good game up until like he played too good of a game. That's what I think. And Gary was smart by picking Jillian because she evicted half of those people. She lied to half those people. Like I don't know. So I think Gary did a good by picking her because a lot of people like him and he played a good game and blah blah blah. Um, so here's where it happens. They're all okay before it happens. On Baby USA that at the end, even Survivor does this. I'm pretty sure. But at the end, the whole season, you're voting for who you want to evict. At the end, you vote for who you want to win. You put the key in the box for who you want to win. Okay. There's never been no mistake in the past 14 years of somebody putting the wrong key in the box. Or, there's never been no mistake. BB Canada wants to happen, and they put their keys in the box, blah, blah, blah. When the host, Arissa Cox, pulls the key out, okay, everyone knows Topaz and Gary are best friends. She was like, whenever they ask her anything, she's like, I'm so glad Gary's in the house. Like, is Gary still in the house in the final two? I'm like, okay, she's gonna. I didn't even think she would. Like, I'm like, she's voting for Gary. Arissa goes, Topaz voted for Jillian. When I tell you, I was like, what? Like, what? I didn't know what to say. And then the look on Gary's face, like, he wasn't mad. He was just like, okay. Okay. Like, you don't know what to say at that point. Like, everyone else's votes were, like, up in the air. You could tell what Peter was going to do. You could tell what, Tala was probably going to do. And Emmett. Those are the main four people, including Topaz. You knew what they were going to do. But everyone else was kind of up in the air. Oh, it's just moved. But yeah, you could kind of tell what they were going to do. And I don't know, like it was just weird. Like she got up, it was hilarious. She got up and she was like, no, this is not right. This is not right. You can't do this to me. What is going on? Like what? And Arissa was like, we made the rules clear. I'm sorry. Like, and she was like, no, someone switched my key. And they were like, no, I mean, we told you what you needed to do. And she was like, I voted for Garrett. Like, and she was like, okay, well, they went to a break. And she was like, and they couldn't revote because I guess they ran out of time or something like that. But I read somewhere else that they actually filmed that part early. So they could have went back and revoted, but, and they didn't need to show that part. Like, they could have just showed them revoting and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. And she was just like, no, like, no. I was just like, you're an idiot. Like, I felt embarrassed to be a African American woman at that point. Like, I felt bad to be black and a woman at that point. Like, I was just like, you're embarrassing us. Sit down. Like, I'm not even Canadian, so I'm glad I didn't have all three going for me because I would be pissed off. I like what? How do you vote for the wrong person? Like if I was Topaz, I would just be sitting there like, like I did my vote on purpose because I'm not gonna let America know I put the wrong key in the box. Like it's not like you're in class and you're like, no, I circled two at once. Look, and you could kind of try to sway your teacher. This isn't class. This is on national TV. This is real. But I would be mad. Like you cost me $100,000, a brand new car, and $25,000 worth of furniture. Like what? What? I don't know. I would just be so mad. But she's an idiot. Let me know what you guys think. We can go back and talk back and forth because I was just posting these statuses like I'm embarrassed to be a black woman right now. I'm just so mad. Like I cannot believe she did that and tried to take it back. Like it makes no sense. But I don't know. Overall, BB Canada was a good season. I don't know if they're gonna go for round two after. Maybe they should vote like, in Survivor when they walk into a different room and they close the thing behind them and they write the name down on a piece of paper, or they can have the chance to look at both the keys and put the key in the box, like instead of being like, like instead of being like secretive about it and slipping it in, because I can see how she possibly could have made that mistake. But I just feel like maybe they should have had it in a way that was easier for them. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with a way for Canada to not make that mistake ever, ever again. And if you have a BB All Star in, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, bring Topaz back because that was comedy, and Gary back so they can maybe squash. I would bring Topaz and Gary back for sure, and Peter from season one. Those three people I'd bring back. Maybe Suzette and maybe Danielle. Maybe because they're just my favorites. But I don't know. I feel like they were good people to have in the season. Maybe not Suzette and maybe not Danielle, but definitely Peter, Gary, and Topaz. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it was a good season. But I'm gonna cut this off. Let me know what you guys think. Follow me on Instagram, OKLNA, and follow me on Twitter, What the Kill. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Bye.